Hi boys and girls, I have got for you a drawing activity, so make sure you've got some paper ready, make sure you've got some pens, a pencil, some colours, I've got mine here ready, and we are going to draw together a wintry picture, all things cold and snowy and icy and snowballs and sledging and snowmen, and we're going to draw a really cool picture. So I'm going to give you some ideas on here, you have a go at home, you might need to pause the video to give you a chance to have a go at what I'm drawing, and we're going to start with some hills, because usually when it snows, the snow falls and it lands right on the top of the hills. So that's my first hill, and another hill, and I'm going to have a little hill here as well. Okay, and I'm going to draw the snow falls on the hills, and it looks a bit like this with these wavy lines where the snow is sitting right on the top of the hill when it's falling out of the sky. So I've got my 3 snowy hills to start with. Now, down here where the children might be playing in the snow, I'm going to draw a snowman, okay? And my snowman is going to have a round, big circle at the bottom, and then a medium-sized circle in the middle, and then a smaller circle on top for his head. He's going to be made of 3 big circles. Okay, now a snowman usually has some twig arms, like this. You draw a stick coming out and then 2 little lines at the end to make it look like a twig, and he usually uses little stones for his eyes and a carrot, a spiky nose. I'm going to do it spiky coming out like that. I'll just move you a bit closer so you can see that spiky nose there. See it? Okay, and sometimes people use pebbles for his mouth, so I'm going to do dots with my felt tip to give him a little pebble smiley mouth like that, and give him a hat as well. Okay, and for his hat I'm going to do a line across the top of his head for the bottom of his hat, and then this bit up at the top here, you could colour that in as well, a nice colour. And he's going to have some buttons going down his body like that. I wonder how many buttons your snowman will have. Okay, so we've got a snowman there. Now I think we might want some children playing in the snow at the bottom. So I'm going to do, on the floor, I'm going to do a wavy line for all this snow that's fallen on the ground. Snow is very fluffy and light on the floor like that. And down here, some children have got some snowballs, little circles in a pile. Okay, and then they're going to play next to it. Now remember, we've done lots of drawing people, haven't we? So we know when we draw a person, we need a head and they need a body. We definitely don't want arms and legs coming out of the face, do we? Okay, and we need some legs down here. I'm going to give this person some shoes. Probably be wearing boots in the snow, wouldn't they? And then they're going to have some arms coming out the side. They've got their arms in their air because they're playing with the snow and they're very excited. Okay, and they've got their little hands here with 5 fingers on each hand. And I'm going to give my person some eyes, quite a little person. I wonder if I can fit tiny pupils in the middle. We talked about those pupils, haven't we? Ooh, can you see them there? Okay, and I'm going to give my person a smile and a little nose and some tiny eyebrows. We've talked about having eyebrows on our drawings, and this is going to be a person with short spiky hair that's sticking up on top. Maybe he might be wearing a hat because it's very cold, isn't it, and a scarf as well. And I'm going to give my person some buttons on his coat. He'll be wrapped up warm because he's in the snow. And there's his snowballs. Now I'm going to do one snowball flying out of his hand over here. He's thrown it. It's going to have these lines showing that it's zooming through the air really fast. Okay, I think this picture needs some snow falling from the sky, some snowflakes. So let me show you how I'm going to draw a snowflake, and you can have a go at this. This is a real challenge for you at home. So I'm going to do a line going down and a line going across. That's like an add sign. And then we're going to do like as if you were drawing a kiss on a card, like a line across that way, a line across that way. Okay, watch again. So I'm going to do one going down, one going across, and I'm going to do that way and that way. You're crossing it over each time. And they make really cool snowflakes. You can do big ones, you can do tiny ones, and you can have a go at doing them. Lots of them in the sky, all different sizes. If you put these tiny lines on them as well, there's an extra challenge. On the end of each spike, you put a tiny line like that, it makes it look even more like a snowflake, doesn't it? How cool is that? I'm going to do it over here on this one. Little lines on each spike. And then also when snow's flying through the sky, it looks like little dots, doesn't it? So you can put lots of little circles all over the sky for the snow falling down. You see there, they're all my snowy bits falling from the sky. Okay. Now the only other thing I'm going to add is a tree, because in winter time, if you look outside now, the trees haven't got all their leaves on them. Okay, so over here, you see over that bit, I'm going to do a tree trunk coming from the ground. Okay, but then instead of doing a big bushy leafy green tree, it's just going to have these twigs that come out of it like this. Big, long, spiky twigs going, branches we call them, don't we? Coming out from the tree, and each branch is going to have little branches coming off. You see, I'll move you a bit closer again. Okay, so off these big branches, going to have little branches sticking out like this. So off the big branches, I'm putting these little lines. I'm going to have a branch coming out here, and all these little lines coming off this tree. It's got no leaves, just branches, because it's winter time. So I'm going to have one more branch coming out here with these little branches coming off. See my wintry tree? And that is my winter picture finished. So I wonder how you've got on with that. Send us a picture. We can't wait to see your drawing. Work really hard, try your best, and have fun. See you soon.